Hello friends, I am Yatharth Sarangi welcoming you to Concept Cracking Zone. Today we will discuss about Roman numbers. So let's start our today's video. So let's start. Numerals are the symbols which are used to denote numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 0. These are all numerals which are used to denote the numbers of Hindu Arabic number system. Apart from this, there are Roman numbers. As from its name, we can see that these were used by the Romans. So it are very ancient and were used in before 2000 years. So nowadays these are used in the watches or the clocks or in some magazines also. So we will discuss Roman numbers today. Main features of the Roman numbers. Feature number 1, that Roman numbers do not have any zero. These have no place value system or these are no place value system. No symbol for 4 and 9. 4 and 9 are denoted in a different way. So we will discuss in this video. So watch till the end. Only 7 basic symbols. In these Roman numbers, there are only 7 basic symbols. So we will discuss this in the video. So as I have said earlier that Roman numbers have 7 main symbols. So these symbols are I, that stands for the Hindu Arabic number 1. V, that stands for the Hindu Arabic number 5. X, that stands for 10. L as 50. C, that stands for 100. And D, 500. M, that is 1000. So we'll see the rules of these Roman numbers and how these are written. So we will now see the rules to write this Roman number. The first one, if a symbol is repeated, then add them. Like we have studied about I, and if it is repeated 3 times, that I, then we will see this, they will add. So I means 1, then it will second time, and there is 3 ones. So 1 plus 1 plus 1, that is 3. So 3 is equal to I. So the second rule, if a smaller numeral is right to the larger numeral, then add them. What is this? If a smaller numeral, we will take I as a smaller numeral, is right to the larger numeral, we will take V. If V is left or the I is right to the V, not only V, I is smaller numeral and V is a larger numeral. That is said here. V is larger than I, V means 5 and I means 1. So V is, I is the right of the V, and so V plus I, V means 5, V means 5. V means 5 and I means 1. So they will be added. So 5 plus 1 is equal to 6. Another example can be of xi. X is 10 and I is 1. So 10 plus 1 is equal to 11. So some more rules are there. So let's see about the third rule. Third rule. If a smaller numeral is to the left of a larger numeral, then subtract the smaller one from the larger one. So in the second example we saw that if the smaller is to the right, then they will add or they will sum. But here it is just opposite. If it is to the left, then the smaller one will be subtracted from the bigger one, like this. If we will take IV, V means 5 and I means 1, as I have said. So V minus 1 as with the rule. So V minus 1 means 5 minus 1, that is 4. So in this way 4 is also obtained. So how 9 is obtained? 9 is also obtained in this way. Ix 10 minus 1, x minus 1, or the 10 minus 1, that is 9. So the fourth rule, I, X, C, M can be repeated, but V, L, D cannot be repeated. So our fourth rule is I, X, C, M can be repeated, but V, L, D cannot be repeated. In the first rule, we saw that if the numbers, if the signs are repeated, then they will sum up. But here, only some signs can be repeated, but these signs cannot be repeated. Like we can write I, that is 2, and X, that is 20. C, that is 200, or the that is 2000. But V means 5 plus 5. It is not possible because 5 plus 5 have a already special sign, that is x. 5 plus 5 is equal to 10, that is x. So L plus L. L plus L means 50. 50 plus 50 is equal to 100. 100 have a special sign C. D 500 plus 500 is equal to 1000, that is M. So we'll see some other rules. So let's see our fifth rule. Our fifth rule is no symbols can be repeated more than 3 times. So if I take I and I will write as I, then it is correct. But if I write I, then it will be wrong because it will be more than 3 times. Thus, the number for I is 3, but the number for I is there is no number for I. The number 4 is written as this, as we have said earlier. So, coming to our sixth point, if a smaller number is placed between two larger numbers, then subtract the smaller one from the larger that follows. So, if we take the example of x and we will show that IV, then how it will form? So I is the smallest one in the between of V and X, which are greater than I, as described in the sixth point. So here what will happen? X means 10 and IV. The thing that is described in this point is that I will be subtracted from V and the answer will be added to this. So if we subtract 1 from 5, then our answer will be 4 and our answer is 14. So let's see our seventh rule. Our seventh rule is V, L and D cannot be subtracted from any other number. Like we cannot write as VL or LC or cannot write as DM. This is representing 45, but the right number for 45 is XLV. This is the right number for 45. The next rule is I can only be subtracted from V and X. I can only be subtracted from V and X. Like IV and IX, they are right. This is 4 and this is 9. But we cannot write like IL. This is wrong. So the right for IL, that is 49, is XLIX. So coming to our ninth example, a ninth rule, that is X can only be subtracted from L and C. X can only be subtracted from L and C. Like we can write XL or XC, but we cannot write that XD or XM. So the XD, that is representing the 490 number. 490. The right number for 490 is D, C, D, and for 90 it is XC, C, D, XC. It is the right number for 490. So coming to our last rule, it is C can only be subtracted from D and M. C can only be subtracted from D and M as there is no greater number from M. But when it comes for counting 10,000 or 5,000, how will we count? M and D are so small to count them. So we use a overline on these numbers. We use overlines on V, but all the numbers we use overlines on all the numbers except I. So some more thing is there. Now we will see for higher numbers. Higher numbers, if we see for 5,000, the 7 main numbers are not sufficient to express 5,000. So for this, here one overline is used over the basic numbers. But here I should not be used with the overline because this overline mainly says in 2000. This overline mainly multiplies the number with the 1000. But when we multiply 1 with the 1000, we get 1000. But we have the number M for 1000 already. So I should not be used with this. So if we take 5 V, so we will take an overline here and it will be 5,000. It will be 5,000. Then C 100,000 and can be and like D, it can be 500,000 like and many more. So one more example we can take like XV 15. 15 if we take the overline like this, then it will be 15,000. So that's all for Roman numbers. Thanks for watching and subscribe our concept cracking zone. Here we are saying the concepts and clearing your concepts. So keep watching our videos. Thanks for watching.